Hello, everyone. Welcome back to How Come and happy Pride. I love the month of June. So do you. It is Pride Month all month long, and we are finishing this month with an amazing prideful episode. I am so obsessed with each of these guests. In the words of Janice Ian, I have a big lesbian crush on all of them. I'm so excited. We have Emma Willmann here. She's an amazing stand-up comedian and actress. You've seen her on the hit show Crazy Ex-Girlfriend, her on the comedy lineup on Netflix, and of course, The Late Show with Stephen Colbert. She also has two very successful podcasts, Inside the Closet, which she hosts with Mateo Lane, and The Secret Keepers Club, co-hosted with Carly Aquilino. We also have Jade Catta-Preta. She is a Brazilian-born comic and actress. You've seen her on Future Man on Hulu, on MTV's hit series Ladylike, and MTV's Girl Code. You've also seen her on ABC's Manhattan Love Story, and so much more. We also have Ashley Gavin, great friend of mine, New York-based, nationally touring comedian. Her comedy has been featured on Hulu, Fox, AXS TV, SiriusXM Comedy, Refinery 29, Elite Daily, and The Kicker. She's amazing. You're going to love all three of them. But before we get to this episode, you guys, thank you so much for rating, reviewing, and subscribing on iTunes. If you haven't done it, please rate us, review us. You got to do it. We make all the content, and then you, that's what you do. That's your role. That's all we ask of you, literally, is just go into the app, rate, review, subscribe, be a part of this. Tell your friends. That's another thing we ask. Tell your friends and follow us at How Come Podcast. We are still going for that 10,000 followers so we can do the swipe up thing. I think we got 100 more this week, which is awesome. So that is 400 more that we need. Get everyone to follow us. It's amazing. You will have to type out the full thing. For some reason, I noticed iTunes is blocking us too. If you search How Come, you have to search the whole thing. And if you search us on Instagram, you have to search the whole thing, How Come Podcast, and on iTunes, How Come. So go rate us, review us, follow us, send us love, send us your stories. We love reposting first time coming stories. We love posting, oh, I had a sexual breakthrough stories. It's so much fun to hear from you. We talk to all of you. We love it. If you want to come see me live in the flesh, please come see me. I love it. It's the best. I do stand up all the time. Go see my dates, RemyCasimir.com. I'm doing a little tour with my friend Sarah Armour really soon down the East Coast. So check out my dates on RemyCasimir.com. I'll be releasing all of them. The first one is going to be July 10th at the DC Drafthouse, 7:30 p.m. I've never been to DC. I'm so excited. I hope you guys come and pack this place out. I want it to be filled with companions. I want to pack it out with companions. I want to say hi to all of you. DC Drafthouse, July 10th, 7:30 p.m. Go to my website, RemyCasimir.com. It has all of the info. And yeah, come see me. Come see me in New York. All my dates are on my website. Do you want some How Come merch? Oh, yes, I think you do. How Come merch is going live this week on HowComePodcast.com. I'm so excited. We're going to have sweatshirts, t-shirts, bags, bath mats, just amazing, adorable, want to wear everyday shit. That's going up this week, HowComePodcast.com. You can also shop our partners on How Come Podcast. There's a little section, Shop Our Partners, where you can get all of our discounts. So Helix, if you want $125 off of your mattress. Sweet Vibrations, 15% off all toys with promo code How Come. Britta and Bowen, amazing jewelry company. You're getting 15% off all of your orders with promo code How Come. I have a clit necklace. I don't know if you guys saw it. It's so cute. It's you'll want to wear it every day, but it's 15% off all of the jewelry on their website, not just a clit, everything. Go check it out. We also are partnered with By Anna Ray, luxury sex towels and more. My favorite sex towel, the Companion, to put under me when I'm squirting. The Companion, exactly. It's amazing. It's on our partners page, and she's giving you guys 10% off of all orders. So go shop HowComePodcast.com, shop our partners, get some merch. You'll love it. And if you've run out of How Come content, there's always more. Go visit us on Patreon.com/HowCome. You can support the podcast just by donating. You can donate $1 every month. Patreon is so nice the way it works. It's just like, hey, you want to donate $1? Cool. $1 is cool. That's fine. You want to donate $3? Yeah, that's great. You can do that and you'll get some extras. You want to donate $5? You'll get extras from every episode. We've got extras up from Logan Pierce, the adult film star. We've got extras up from Danny Wilde and Tyler Nixon, two other adult film stars. We have a full episode that you didn't get to hear from those two. They're amazing. It is not to be missed. That one we even made discounted for you because I wanted everyone to listen to it. We have a full extra episode of a Satisfier panel that I moderated. Satisfier, the toy, sponsored it. A whole panel on masturbation. I talked to experts. Ariel Lugosi, she's an influencer on Instagram and talks about sex and gender rights. Megwin White, she's a somatic sensuality guide. Mal Harrison, she's a clinical sexologist. And Courtney Kleeman, she's the founder of V Club. That is an amazing panel just on masturbation, how we do it, why we do it, all this stuff. So go to patreon.com if you want to hear that. And yeah, you guys are going to love this episode. And again, happy Pride. I hope you guys had the best Pride month ever. If you missed Pride events, go next year, or maybe even go today. If you're listening, it's still happening. Sunday, Pride. But let's get to this episode. Woo!
How come? How come I can't achieve? How come I can't achieve? I'm rolling up my sleeves. Oh baby, I believe these guests can help. 'Cause I can't do it by myself. I wanna jizz.
Welcome, Ashley Gavin.
Hello.
So nice to see you. Welcome,
You too.
Emma Willmann.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you for being here. Welcome, Jade Catta-Preta.
Hey guys, what's up?
Oh, what are you eating?
A banana.
Amazing. That's different from what we're going to talk about today. We're talking about no eating of bananas. We're going to talk about eating of guavas or whatever, a vagina.
Is this a gay episode that you set up?
Gayest episode?
It's the gayest episode. We've just had so many companions writing in being like, we need more lesbian sex.
I
Well,
just
there's
assumed because it's June. I just feel like every
It's
show in
Pride.
June ends up being gay.
I'm in for it because I just started kind of going back to eating guava, and
Very nice.
every pointer helps.
Yes, you have eaten banana as well.
I've been eating some bananas for a long time.
A long time.
Yeah,
And-
and continue to.
And the guava, how's it going?
It's going well. I love a fruit salad. It's going well. Like every time I do it, I'm a little more confident. Like the other day, I even did a thing where I put her legs behind like this.
Oh, good
Wow,
for you.
good for you.
Yeah, I felt really
Wow,
You were
that's like
real-
a porn move.
I know. I felt really cool.
You were really confident when you told me about you're with women.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like, it's been a new confidence booster for me because I started to have sex with a lot of men, like, you know, just kind of like, and it started to feel kind of stagnant. Like, you ate me out, I suck your dick, and then we have sex. It like started to feel sort of like rhythmically boring to me. And with women, it's so like challenging and exciting and nerve wracking for me still. So
how
it's been-
recent is...
I've always been bi, but
Okay, great.
I was with someone for 8 years.
Oh, yeah, you had a
Up until, like, a year and a
long-ass
half
relationship.
ago. Yeah.
That's a long
Okay,
time.
so all of my lesbian and wanting to be gay or wanting to experience their first lesbian opportunity have been writing in, and they're like, I don't know how to navigate a girl. Can you tell me? And I have had one begrudging threesome, and I can't really
Did you touch the girl
speak
at all,
to
or
it.
no?
Yeah, but she wasn't my type.
What was
What's
she
your
like?
type?
Like-
yeah, and what was she like?
She was feminine.
She wasn't super feminine. I mean, she was, but she was like a brunette, and but not. She didn't have as feminine features as I would like.
Good for
More
you.
feminine. Wow.
Yeah.
for
I
you.
wouldn't have guessed that.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I'm into femme too, as
Okay.
well.
Me too.
Me too.
And you said yesterday you were like, "Yeah, I'd rather fuck a."
Oh my God.
What?
Nothing.
Oh my God.
Nothing.
Nothing. I'll
I
be right
did-
back though.
You have a little
I just
a
opened a
schmutz
peanut
on your
butter pack.
nose.
I just got on your grandmother's table runner. I never had one of these things before, and it just.
Oh, it's okay.
Just for the audience,
It's
there's
okay.
peanut butter all over Emma's fingers and her
It's okay.
nose.
I'll tell you so much sex stuff that I'll make up for it. I'm so sorry.
It's okay.
I am
It's
fucking
washable.
losing today.
It's
The past
okay.
24 hours have been of losing.
Me too. I've lost like
I'm
every
not
subway.
winning.
Like got to every subway as it left today.
Yeah, I'm being
What
a
are your
loser.
guys' signs?
Sagittarius.
Pisces.
Pisces.
So
I
if you
couldn't even
guys,
say Pisces right today.
if you're listening, that's a good way to start. If you're, a lot of times people want to suss out, how do I tell if someone's gay if they're not visually obviously gay? That question Ashley just asked is a staple.
What? What's
cue.
your sign?
What's your zodiac sign?
What's your zodiac sign?
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah, that's like a.
Yeah.
I never knew that.
Oh
There's
yeah,
some
My
pretty
go-to is,
basic straight women who are really
Yeah, no,
into
they are.
horoscopes.
it is. But if it's in the context of a potential flirting thing, what that means in lesbian language is, are we compatible?
compatible?
Stop!
Yeah.
I never
I
knew
swear to
this.
God.
I have goosebumps.
I mean,
but
I'm
might be
always
sick.
asking people,
Yeah.
But it's
Well,
because I want to know if we're compatible.
You
as
might have let down a
friends.
few lesbians who wanted to date you.
And then I pull a little move where what's your what's your sign?
I'm a Virgo.
Oh, I love Virgo.
Yeah.
But I see this. Yeah, I love Virgo.
I just got kind of turned on watching that.
Yeah, I love Virgo.
Amazing.
And I ask someone, and then what's yours?
I'm Pisces.
So if I said that in front of her, I go, I don't really know that one. To make it not seem like I say that to everyone. But the truth of it is, my mom's a Pisces. I actually get along really well with Pisces. I don't know anything about Virgo. What's yours?
Your game is strong.
Oh, my line that I always use when I don't know if someone's gay, I go, "Oh, are you gay enough to let me buy you a drink?"
Very nice.
And then people don't get offended because if you just ask someone, you can't just say, "Are you gay?"
Right.
So I say it like that,
Right.
and they think it's funny. And
That
cute.
is funny.
That's cute.
Oh, I meant what's your zodiac sign though?
Oh, my sign.
Yeah.
Sorry, I thought you meant what's my pickup line. I'm a Scorpio.
Oh, nice.
November.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Feisty.
Alex
for you.
Carabano has the funniest joke about Scorpios because he's one. Have you ever heard it?
No.
He's like, I'm dating now, and like people always ask like, what's your sign or whatever, and he's like, when I say that I'm a Scorpio, I see them go through this emotional roller coaster. They're like, ooh, oh my god, I hate you.
Yeah, people
true,
really, they're people
sassy.
call you a cunt immediately if you say you're a Scorpio.
Really?
Sometimes, yeah, like, oh, you're a huge bitch.
See, I'm always like,
ooh.
ooh, I love Scorpio women. Like they're really great
That's
friends.
my sister. So
It depends
Yeah.
when you were born and like what sign.
depends
Yeah,
what
yeah,
your
yeah.
sign is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah, not everyone's.
But to
gonna
answer
hate
the
you,
question,
hopefully.
the answer the girl's like, oh, how do you hook up with a girl? And we're like, talk about signs.
Yeah.
Do you guys feel like the first time you hooked up with a woman, you didn't know what you were doing, or was there this instinctual like, I know how it feels good for me, so I'll do that?
The first time I had sex with a woman, I was 15, so I was like just like really super stupid no matter what. Like I feel
Yeah.
like it, boy, girl, whatever, but I felt very comfortable. Whereas I'd only like kissed guys, but like even going down on a woman to me felt more comfortable than trying to kiss a guy and like being physical in that moment.
yeah.
Do you feel that like making out with a vagina is kind of like making out with a mouth when it's good?
Do you
No.
Is there
the
a
way you
correlation?
phrase that?
I feel like there can be moments
Yeah.
for me where I like that.
I feel like I prefer somebody to seem like they're making out with it, not just like blah 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 blah. Like,
Oh, I have
like
a
be in
purpose.
love with her.
you have a purpose.
Yeah, I feel like I'm driven. I feel like I have a plan. And
I'll do that where it's like a kiss, like if maybe it's like after the person's come, but like not over their clit, like I'll like literally like
Yeah, like
kiss,
in the middle
to
of
get
it.
all
yeah,
that
yeah.
juice.
In the middle, if you're taking a break, if you're like just doing something,
Which you
fun.
need to.
I was
because
really
it's-
nervous the first time I
it's
had sex
hard.
with a girl.
You were?
Yeah, of course. I was really nervous the first time I was with the first time I saw a guy. I was like, it was like nervous, but it was different. I remember I saw his penis and I went, "Whoa!" And I was whatever you are, freshman year of high school, so 14,
15, yeah.
And I had this rule. I'd be interested if you guys had this. Where I was like, I can't have sex until I'm 18, so I can't. And I did do blowjobs and stuff, but I was like very adamant about being like, I can't have sex till I'm 18.
Why?
Because I didn't want to have sex with a guy.
Okay.
So, and my parents were like, "Where are you getting that?" Because my parents were always trying to get me to like have the sex talk, and my mom was always
My
like,
parents were trying to get me to fuck.
not to have sex, but they were always like, you
thought she
know,
was going
this is a condom, this is this, and I was like, no, I won't be using that. I'm waiting till I'm 18. I remember my mom being like, well, you never know what's going to happen in the heat of the moment. I'm like, heat of the moment, like what the fuck? I was like, there's no heat, there's no moment. And then when I started being with women, I was like, oh, I see why there would be like a heat of the moment.
Yeah.
But I was nervous. The very first girl I was with, I was pretty nervous. I remember we were watching like Requiem for a Dream was playing in the background. It was this girl Angela.
Such a high school
And then we used
moment.
to go. It was college actually.
Oh, college
Yeah, it was like the
moment.
second day of college.
Yeah,
And
then
then
she
I-
had to wait till she was 18.
Was
she go to
your
Emerson?
roommate?
She wasn't my roommate. She actually, but I remember I wasn't into the first two women I was with were like Angela was really sporty, and then I was with one of my best girlfriends ever, Erica, who was kind of androgynous, but after that it's been all super feminine, you know. But Erica was a great girlfriend. Angela, though, I remember being like, I don't fucking like Angela like this, but I'm still gay. Like I knew I was like, this isn't right, but I'm not switching.
Right.
You know.
Yeah.
Fucking Angela was a beast.
Were you?
Oh my god! Thank God for Angela. Though. She ripped me out of the closet. I remember being at school and I was like, and she was like, "What's your deal? Are you gay?" And I was like, "No, I'm bisexual." And she was like, "You're gay," and I was like, "No." And I had long hair at the time. And then I remember being at a party and she was like, and I wasn't drinking, but she was, and she was like, "Why aren't we making out right now?" And I was like, ugh. Cut to 5 minutes later, we're like all over each other, and but she made me come out.
Yeah, that's good though.
Thank you, Angela.
Yeah, thanks,
thank you.
Angela. Come out to myself. I didn't come out to my parents then, but
How long did that take?
Then when I was dating Erica, I came out to my parents separately. But then I was with the best girlfriend, one of my best girlfriends, Lily. She was great.
Yeah, so you're like kind of proud to bring her home and be like,
I'm
yeah,
ready for this. I'm ready to say that. I'm ready, like, because I haven't dated a girl in a long time, you know? But I am looking.
bring it to you. Sorry, they're just really bad mics.
You're like, how can you even be good at eating pussy if you can't even get the mic that close to
No,
it?
you know what it is? It's all about your chemistry with the person, too.
Yeah, I
you know?
completely agree.
Yeah.
I don't think there's good and bad. I think it's like just connection.
Yeah, that's why I don't think after my threesome I was like, oh, I'm definitely not bi then. I was like, no, it's just there's a girl that I'm not into, but there are women that I would be.
And this is weird too, the bisexuality thing. People ask me about this a lot. Like, you know, like, oh, do you just like both people? Blah, blah, blah. I'm like, I'm kind of pan in the way that if I see someone, I'm like, oh, there's an energy about this person. Like,
Yeah.
What is the energy that you like?
I like this.
I dated
weird.
a bi girl
Yeah.
who she liked masculine energy, so she was like, I like a masculine guy.
I like
or a
masculine
woman.
energy. I like masculine energy on women, and I like more of a feminine energy on
Oh,
men.
that's interesting.
Yeah.
You like the masculine energy in the package of a feminine woman. Oh my god, you would love
masculine energy.
who I was trying to set you
They're
up
femme
with.
still. Like,
Because that girl that I tried to set you up with
Yeah.
is that to a T, because she was too masculine for me in some ways.
Yeah.
Like we would go to kiss and she'd like flip me around and I'd be like, no.
I went on a date with a girl
It was
like
a
that.
lot.
I like that.
And she'd want to fuck me with a strap on. I'm like, if you're gonna fuck me with a strap on, I'm gonna fuck you 700 million times with a strap on. And then you do one and then I do 700 million and we have to be together forever and married. And why the fuck did that even cross your brain in the first month of dating? You're about to get fucked 800 billion times.
That's
for even
because
thinking of
your
that.
first time was
Dumb
Angela
bitch.
and that trauma.
Yeah.
What? She was the first strap on?
No,
she
I
was
really
the first
was.
sexual.
The first sexual
But
experience.
because I've been breaking this down, like I've been doing this thing called Dick Sick, where we talk about like what makes you attracted to people and like what traumas in your life, like from your childhood, make you like the people that you like now.
Yeah.
Like, really breaking down like what happens to you
Why
when
are
you
you
date
fucked
people.
up?
I love that it's the trauma's like the second thing in that. It's like, what makes you like people and what traumatized you?
But for me, I think that the reason why I like sex with men is because I had violent sex with dudes when I was like younger. You know, like I was just kind of young and I didn't know, and I was kind of just getting fucked. And
Violent? Do you mean?
Yeah.
Are you talking
Not violent,
consensual? Violent or-
consensual,
Okay.
but like, you know, like I was young and I just kind of like let things be, and like I was kind of just getting fucked, you know.
Were violent? Like were they were
Just like
They just
you know, like
didn't
really
know what
going
they were
hard.
doing
They
Like,
watched
and
a lot of
using you as
porn
like
and
a
they
whole.
brought,
Exactly.
like porn stuff into
Yeah.
this.
which
like
is
porn
then
sex.
different than like because now I think of violent sex as like very advanced. Like I was with this person who always wanted me to really rough her up, and I felt like that was
Right.
like I was doing advanced sex moves with that.
Right.
Yeah.
No, wait, and it can be. But I was wondering, I was like, why did I get to this point where I'm like, oh, I like it when a guy really fucking because it doesn't feel good. You know what I mean? It's almost like this
Do you
mental thing.
Feel the same way if a girl would fuck you with a strap on, and it would be
No, and for me, every time that I've had sex with a woman lately, it's just been like enjoyable the whole time. Like, there's not a part of a time where I'm like, oh, now I got to let her fuck me really hard so she can come.
Yeah, I mean, I don't
and
think-
that's kind of how like it got with guys.
God,
for me.
I've never been with a man, and when I hear things like that, I'm like,
Yeah, it should
maybe what I dealt with.
No, but that's high school sex, and that's
Yeah.
before you
I
realize
know, I
that
have
sex is
moments.
for you too. There
you
should
were
be no
straight.
moment that you're like,
I
let me just
I give and
endure
take.
this.
I give and take, but there are moments still where I'm like, I'm just going to endure this.
no,
And I like kind of like it. It's weird.
Well, if you like it, then that's different. But yeah,
like it, that's different,
I
'cause then
feel
you're just
like
being a
I like
good
it, but it
girlfriend.
does kind of just it just like it's not fully enjoyable.
no, I
to
think
me.
otherwise it's like
interesting.
it's kind of conditioning of society that it's
Yeah.
like sex is for boys and you're just here to like be a hole, and like no, it's not. And I think that's why the pleasure gap is so much
Oh,
smaller.
the pleasure gap. You need to write a book. Is that already a book?
No, it's like a thing. It's like a well-known thing that like between like heterosexual couples, there's like a huge pleasure gap because
Right.
the men come really quickly and we have different times. You know, women take a longer time.
Like
And
twice
to be fair
the
to the
amount of
men,
time.
their bodies are made in a way so
To
it's
do
like with
that.
the thrusting, then they're going to come like
exactly.
that.
And
Yeah, if they
women,
rabbit
it's,
fuck you, they're
it's-
gonna come.
It's more understanding because it's like, let me take turns on you. And Andrea Barica, who started O School, she said this. She was
I was
like,
just going to talk about her. That's funny.
were you?
Yeah.
She says that gay couples, they're better at sex and giving each other more orgasms because they're not given that Hollywood script of like girl gets penetrated and everybody comes or whatever. Like
Yeah.
it's people figuring out what to do.
Lesbians have the highest rate of sexual
Exactly.
satisfaction.
Yeah.
I think gay men actually have the lowest, which is
No.
just no. That's what
Really?
that's in the study that I read. Gay men have the low, and I think it's because they have two partners that are just
that just
way
want to
self-involved.
finish and go to sleep. Yeah.
Just men are the problem.
Maybe
Yeah,
they
men are the
gauge sexual satisfaction in a different way. Though, like maybe a lesbian's like, I'm sexually satisfied because we had sex and like I feel
looked
like
into each other's
penetrated.
guys.
Right. And then the guys are like, I'm not sexually satisfied because I didn't fuck everybody. But they're like,
yeah. It's true. That's
no,
true.
most of the statistics though are like people coming, and it's like lesbians come more together. So that's amazing that women and vulvas are making vulvas come. But when it comes to penis and vulva play, the pleasure gap is still pretty large, and we are trying to close that here at How Come. So if you are a person that has a penis or a person that has had sex with a penis and you've ever been having sex and it's not staying hard as long as you'd want it to, and you're like, I just need it to stay hard a little longer so that I can get off as well, we have a great product for you. We've talked about it a little bit on this podcast before. We're going to talk about them again. They're called Roman Swipes.
What is it, a pill?
swipes.
No, it's a swipes. It's like a Neutrogena pad, but instead of makeup remover, it's boner extender.
Oh, that sounds. If I had a dick, I'd be so stoked about
I'm
that.
hard right now just listening to it.
Yeah, it's not going to make it bigger, but it's going to make it last longer. Roman Swipes are convenient, over-the-counter wipes, clinically proven to help you last longer. They're effective, doctor-approved, easy to use, and fast-acting. What I think is cool about them too is like, you know how condoms could be like, oh, we have to like take a break and like open it or whatever. Like instead of thinking of taking a break, you get out your person's dick and you get it really, really hard, and then you use the swipes as like foreplay, and then it just makes the sex so much more fun because it's kind of like, ooh, like we don't have to worry.
Good for them. I've heard those really work.
Like it sounds too good to be true, but they're the real deal. Studies have shown that up to a 340% increase in stamina after 3 months of regular use. So even if it isn't working, but they will work. The placebo effect alone of being like, oh my God, we just did this thing, it's going to make it last so much longer. It takes off the pressure mentally. And I think that's what a big thing with me not coming was, like mental pressure. And now that it's off, I'm like, I can do it all the time. But if you want to keep your boners longer, you know, like you don't want to count backwards from 10. You don't want to say the Pledge of Allegiance in your head. You don't want to picture your grandma or picture like playing baseball or whatever the things that people usually do to keep their boners. You don't even have to do that. Roman Swipes, they're amazing.
That is incredible.
Yeah. What makes them better than all the creams and foams out there is the desensitizing effect will not transfer to your partner or numb you. Because like what would be the point of a boner if the vulva or butt can't feel said boner?
I want that.
Okay, great.
I want to have a dick just so I could have that.
So that's good that you don't get numbed, and it's just the penis. And they're super easy to use. Just take swipes out of the packet, wipe it onto your most sensitive areas, and wait a few minutes. That is it.
Good for them.
So is this sounding amazing? It is amazing. You should get your own Roman Swipes. Try them out. You can get yours fast with free 2-day shipping by visiting getroman.com/howcome. Get your first month of swipes for just $5 when you choose a monthly plan at getroman.com/howcome. That is getroman.com/howcome to get your first month of swipes for just $5 when you choose a monthly plan. Getroman.com/howcome. You guys are going to love these. I'm very excited for you to try and use them. And then write me and let me know how they went. Again, that is getroman.com/howcome for Roman Swipes.
Woo!
But Andrea, the woman, the old lady, who I think it might be a cult, but
No.
but I'm not really sure, but maybe. She had this whole study about how there's like never concentrated energy on the vagina. Like the dick comes out, it's like the dick, like, and we're touching it,
Oh,
we're
right.
sucking it, and like there's no concentrated, like this is my vagina. This is like putting literal physical energy into it. I know it's weird, but
No,
the whole O thing is like you basically just get rubbed on your clit for 15 minutes, and like all the energy is put into.
You're talking about orgasmic meditation.
Yeah.
That's
Is that a
different.
different woman?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And that is a cult.
That is a cult, right?
100%.
Yeah. Oh,
yeah.
my bad.
That's a full. That's scary. We'll have to do an episode on that shit.
Yeah,
That's,
we really should.
But we were just talking about this before. I'm gonna read some listener questions. And Ashley and I were just talking about this, and Emma kind of brought it up too, that your parents were like, oh, here's a condom. You're like, I'm never going to need that. STDs, how easy are they to contract with girl on girl sex or vulva on vulva sex? And are you usually taking precautions and asking questions?
You know, I feel like I'm going to be a bad role model, but I I have never. The only precaution that I take is I just ask my partner that they've been tested and do they have anything, and then I hear no, and then I have unprotected sex. I have never ever.
How do you have protected sex?
There's dental dams, but I'm convinced not a lesbian on the planet has ever seen one or used one. Have you seen one?
Okay, wait. I saw one, but this is the funniest. The context was I was at the dentist and I was getting and she's a freak. No, I'm just kidding. But and I was getting a mouth guard, and when they were fitting it to my teeth, she took out this thing and put it over me, and then she was like, "This is a dental dam," and I was like, "You mean like for sex?" And she was like, "Well, that's the other use for it." And then I was like, "Huh."
Yeah.
That puts it in a different context.
So if I had to use a dental dam on someone, I wouldn't. If I was like, "This motherfucker's fucking," like, then I wouldn't use a. But I mean, I've been with like sex
I would just
workers
use my
and
hands.
stuff. There was one sex worker I didn't end up like going down on, but I would do other stuff to her.
I've caught something with a girl. I caught a bacterial infection once, which is
Oh, that
kind of like
makes
a UTI.
I've gotten those before.
Yeah, and I don't even know if it was from the girl, but it, like, you know what I
just
mean.
had
But
one.
like, yeah, I just had one. But
But it couldn't have possibly been me.
But my gyno said because I hadn't contracted it, it's like kind of like a UTI, and people
Right.
get them all the time from like sweaty bathing suit or whatever. And since I hadn't gotten one, she's like, it's probably from a sexual partner.
Right.
And it goes away, like you take it.
Could have been a sex
It
act.
sounds like a
it
yeast
yeah,
infection.
yeah,
Yeah,
and
and
getting messy.
Yeah, and it's also like, do you guys think that like vagina bacteria on vagina bacteria sometimes is just
Too
problematic?
much bacteria.
I don't know. I don't think so.
I've thought about this a lot.
It may be. I mean,
Do you think you
I don't
got
know.
it from vagina on vagina contact?
Yeah, I do. I think that maybe like she just had a long day and her vagina was dirty and it didn't mix with my bacteria on my vagina.
That sounds like I believe it as you say.
I
it.
mean,
what I mean?
sometimes there are like I've had people tell me that there are guys they can't fuck because their jizz is like allergic to them. So like I could see vagina on vagina bacteria. Yeah, definitely.
I've totally heard of that.
Like just
They
body's
keep
not
getting-
really
they always get
syncing
it-
up.
They always get sick after they have sex.
I wonder
with this
what's
one
up with that.
person.
It's like the
It's God being like, he's
Yeah.
not for you.
right.
Yeah, it's primal instinct
it
being like
also-
you shouldn't breed with this person.
Couldn't
It's
it
not
be
good
a
mix.
showering issue?
It could
like,
be a
also,
showering
isn't
issue.
his dick just dirty? Like,
Nah.
I guess can't imagine like two people creating a chemical reaction out of nothing, you know?
But I don't
Like,
think
I
it's
can, like
nothing.
bacteria.
I think it's just that's
what
different
living
bacteria
bacteria.
and stuff.
I'll ask people before. I mean, actually, I haven't so much recently, but no, I guess I'll usually ask like someone the last time they were tested and like ask about that.
Yeah, same. But I like also it's a weird conversation. Like I have been with people where I'm like, we're gonna shower first. Like, you know, I just get like nervous about like
Did you feel more comfortable asking men to do that than women, or
no women.
Did you feel more comfortable asking women?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I've been with dudes with dirty dicks. I'm like, dude, I came over your house, I rinsed, repeated, tasted it. Like, I'm not going to serve something if it's
Right.
not right. And you're feet away from your shower and your dick stinks. Like,
Right.
what's happening? Like,
yeah,
you're not going
it's-
to understand.
Girls, whenever I'm with a girl, like 9 times out of 10, she goes into the bathroom before
Right.
we start. And I'm like, that is so
Oh, that's
thoughtful.
nice.
Like,
See,
thank
where
you
are those
for doing
girls?
that.
Shouldn't men powder their balls?
I feel like they should
Absolutely.
powder their. I feel like they should walk their dick.
I wouldn't
wash
want
their
the
dicks
powder
right
in my
before.
mouth though.
Right.
They could wash it, but I don't want you to powder the donut.
No, don't powder.
Right.
No.
Well, they
Then
should
that-
make they should make donut
They should
powder
make-
that goes
we
good
should have
for the
donuts.
mouth.
Yes.
Yeah, they should
You
make
know?
that.
Like,
Dick powder
um,
for that. It's edible.
Powdered
Yeah.
sugar.
They've got to have that. They've
gotta have
Yeah,
that. But
make
they
it
can't
like a
because some
carnival
powder's
funnel
like-
cake, baby.
Right. Imagine if we create that and they're like, have you guys met the creators of the new dick powder? And they're like, this is a fucking setup if I ever saw one. We're like, no, we're talking about it, guys. We got you.
It's like when we found out that Tattoo was actually straight. You
Oh,
remember that
what?
band? Yeah. All the
Wait,
things she
what?
said.
Girls,
Yeah, they're
yeah.
straight. It was
They're
a
not that
gimmick.
great.
It was a gimmick.
That's
I
They
fuck
might
that.
be related.
the two girls aren't
No,
they
they're
sisters?
not related. They
thought
they
so.
are
I thought I
sisters.
think that they
No.
are cousins.
They are sisters.
Yeah, they're
I
cousins.
thought.
I knew they weren't a
Sisters.
couple.
But so they were just being.
No, they-
that's even worse.
Oh, it's
You're talking
gross.
about
It's gross as
related.
fuck.
that
Yeah.
song.
All the things you said. All the things you said.
Were-
Running through my
Maybe
head.
they were just like super like neurotic OCD, like stereotypical like Jewish girls that were like, all the things she said, all the things she said, and then just like overthinking
I can't
it.
stop thinking about. Yeah,
She doesn't like me, and she's going to tell all of her friends, and then I'm going to be exiled, and I won't have anyone to sit with at lunch.
Exactly. Running through my head.
Yeah,
hard,
no,
though.
they're not.
Also,
Gay.
like,
And you know who is
Yeah.
gay?
Who?
You ever watch Sailor Moon?
yeah.
Yeah. All right. You remember Sailor Mars and Sailor?
Aren't those cartoons?
Mercury?
Yeah,
Yeah,
they're
they're
cartoons.
cartoons.
talking about the
Okay.
voice of a cartoon.
Yeah,
That's
no,
a big
but in
reach.
the American version, they were just like really close friends. But if you watch in Japanese, they're gay together.
How progressive.
Much better.
The cartoons
The
are.
cartoons are.
Oh.
Yeah.
They're so lonely.
We'll
No, they're together.
There's
and they're-
nobody in the moon universe that they
Right.
can
Or
be with
maybe it's
except each other.
It's Saturn and Uranus. That's who is together.
That makes sense.
Are your parents? Have you told your parents about your stuff?
Yeah, I've always been bi.
Okay.
Or about the bacterial infection that I
the
got.
bi. I'm a big supporter of the bisexual community, and
Yeah.
for a long time I was like, I connect better with bisexual women because I was like,
Me too.
I was like, I think I like having sex where it's like I'm like a guy. Like I used to do all kinds of like I'd only want to be with girls where I could do gender role playing stuff.
Yeah.
And then like they would have to call me a guy, a man, boy, man, or daddy or something. I haven't been with someone like that in a long time.
But because that can get in your head too,
Right?
Like, it can be really, really fun. But if you date enough straight women, like I do,
See, I
and
don't date any straight
bisexual
women.
that
no
can
straight.
start to fuck with you
Yeah,
about
I
like
don't-
what.
I want
Because
to
you're
be
like,
fluid.
you don't
My whole thing with
actually
being with
want
women-
all of me. You
Yeah,
want me
and
playing
it's
a
totally
character.
in my head
Yeah.
too. Like I am fully acknowledge that it comes from like some sort of homophobic self-loathing. But like if I do too much of that, I start to wonder like, oh, are they missing
So you'll
something?
date straight women?
I have dated so many straight
I would
women.
see. I would never. I'm not
I'm
interested at all.
attracted to straight women too, but then
No.
once it gets in the relationship, I'm like, what am I doing? This
They
is
need
like,
to- it needs to be a
See,
lesbian.
I don't have that little
or
voice in
queer
my head that
bisexual.
prevents me from making huge mistakes.
Yeah,
But maybe it's
kind of a turn off because it's like you don't accept me or like you don't want me from like
I
it's
just
just so
like
weird.
try to accommodate whatever process they're going through because I went through my
a
own.
similar
You know what
I was
mean?
gonna say, do you think a lot of people go through saying like I'm bi first before they can say I'm actually full blown gay?
I
Yes.
think about that all the
It's a
time. I'm
mix.
like, am I just gay? And I'm like slowly like
Yeah,
leaving
admitting
men, because
it
men
to
is just
yourself.
like what I know.
Yeah.
Like because more and more like I'm more and more into women, just into women, and like I still have attraction to men, but honestly, I go on dates and they all feel the same. Like
But
they all feel. The
I
same.
think there's a brand of bisexual woman out there who I've dated where they are legitimately bisexual, but they've just fucking had it with men.
I've had
Sure.
it
And,
with-
and
Right.
so they just end up, even though they're attracted to men, they just end up
See, but
only
that
dating
thing,
women.
I mean, not that I don't think you're harmful, but I think that narrative is harmful because I've heard of a lot of guys be like, "Oh, well, you're only a lesbian because you had some trauma or whatever," which like completely discounts being naturally gay. You know, like they're saying that it's like unnatural that you had to have some kind of like, "Oh, I'm done," or it was
Well,
horrible.
you can kind of flip it and be like, well, whatever the fuck it is what it is.
It is what it is. Yeah.
But you know what?
Yeah.
I was
Stop
I
being
was
an
scared
asshole.
for a long time, even coming out of this relationship, that I couldn't please a woman in the same way that I could please a man. And like I felt very comfortable with men, especially sexually. Like I'm very comfortable sexually. But with women, like it took me a long time. And I have friends who have said that where they're like, I want to be with more women, but I'm scared that I'm not like
I think that
That's
good
my
enough
way.
or-
I'm like totally fine to be a
right.
Oh, I'm
Right, if you want to just give your
not.
phone number.
But I think you also need to, it's about whoever you're with, like even if it is two very experienced people, like making each other feel comfortable and like desired.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Did you do any reading up on going down on people before you did it for the first time, or were you just listening?
No, but I didn't. I started to just kind of notice things. You did? You read
Oh
up?
yeah, I mean, I read about oral sex stuff. I read about, but then I read like everything I could about like BDSM, dirty talk. I put ad up online being like, "Will someone practice dirty talking with me?" Because like,
Wow.
yeah, that
Yeah.
before I was like with enough partners to like have like a Rolodex of
I love
stuff.
this.
Yeah, I did it. And
Studious.
the only person that responded was a guy.
Yeah.
Gross.
And I fucking said okay, and I practiced dirty talking with him. But he had I called him
so
female pronouns, and then we would practice.
Did you pay him?
No, it was fun.
I am.
Did he
so-
jerk off at the
did you
end,
ever
or-
I
meet
don't know what the fuck he did. No,
just on the phone?
no, we did it online.
Oh, cool.
We
This
do
is
it.
so cool that you did
Yeah.
this.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would always do any kind. I've had so many like online, purely sexual, just dirty talk practice stuff. So I would read up about, but I read up everything I could about any like BDSM stuff, like all that.
Yeah.
Read any book I could.
Maybe
I-
is
I
there a book you
continue to
recommend?
read.
Is there a book you recommend on going down on girls?
Oh,
I'd like
yeah.
to be better.
She
at that.
comes first.
Jinx.
Whoa, she comes first. Okay.
Yeah.
look into
Lisa Traeger actually talks about it in her stand-up about how
Yeah.
when she started hooking up with girls. That's a book that she read, and we had the guy who wrote it, Dr. Ian Kerner, on an episode, and he's amazing.
Yeah.
At oral sex.
At oral sex, yeah, because he was a premature ejaculator, so he was like, I need to finish women off a different way.
Good for him.
Good
Yeah.
for him. Make it work. I've been going to these sex parties, and there's a woman, I won't say her name, I'll tell you later, but she
Okay.
holds these sex parties in Hollywood. And for men, it costs like $100. For women, it's free if you like have a connection.
Yeah.
And the whole thing is like she's really good at eating women out. And so there's like a time in the party where she like picks a brand new girl and like lays her down on this couch and like eats her out, and everybody watches. And the girl like, whoa, like convulses.
Have you ever been the lucky girl?
I've never been the girl. I've always been like really nervous. I kind of usually go and just kind of watch, or like I'll kiss someone, but like I'm usually really, really nervous. Like,
Is that hard with that many people around? Like that would make me really uncomfortable.
yeah, but people are
Not
really
for
into the
people who are
voyeuristic-
exhibitionists.
they're
Yeah.
exhibitionists.
Oh, they
love
get off
it.
on
Some
that
people
shit.
like watching, and some people like my friend loves like have sex at these parties. She has sex with like multiple men at these parties.
Yeah. Wait, this is interesting. One of the questions says, I only started getting yeast infections when I started hooking up with women. Why? Maybe it's
Whoa.
that vagina bacteria.
Yeah, my
that sounds like
doctor
you.
was saying that like a lot of bacteria together sometimes just creates.
Oh, that's so
cesspool.
interesting.
Yeah.
This woman says, how many lesbian couples actually scissor / can get an orgasm?
Oh,
from
let's
it?
talk about scissoring. 'Cause
Okay.
this has changed my life.
I mean, I think
all
a
I
lot
think
of
about.
people think that that's all women do when
a
they're
lot of
having
women
sex.
don't scissor. I feel like I
yeah.
have a lot of friends
don't.
who don't.
And I think scissoring has been co-opted by what people think scissoring is, and like the way that I think to describe to someone who has no idea what scissoring is, I think it's classified under anything that's like clitoral stimulation using like the other person's body.
Then
as
I
opposed
have
to their
scissored.
Oh yeah.
heterosexual people scissor.
Yeah, it's
and
like
people
dry-
don't-
No, but I've scissored
It's
with
like
a girl
dry.
then.
It's like dry humping in a way. Like, but it's wet humping.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I guess
man.
it's like they're picturing some like weird like scissor configuration.
Yeah.
Because I'll do it a ton of times where I just like spread the girl's legs out and
Yeah.
get on top of her and like we grind, like
Yeah.
come on her.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was
That I
surprised because
do
this girl
20
like,
times last
this
week.
Girl, like, this girl like fucked
All the
me.
time.
She
All
pulled
the
my
time.
legs back and like
Good.
fucked me. I was like, whoa.
But
Yeah.
how often is it clit to clit contact?
A lot.
Often.
A lot.
Yeah, it's like they're kind of like touching each other as you go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My friend started hooking up with a girl and she was like, we don't scissor the right way. And I was like, what is the right way?
Whatever
and
feels
she was
good.
and she was like, she pushes her hip bone into my clit instead.
Ah.
Yeah, I mean, I think
Yeah.
that's
Because you
that
gotta
girl. That old trick. Yeah.
Wait, she pushed her hip bone into. Oh, I was gonna say that would. I wouldn't. That's
That feels
yeah.
like
That
it
doesn't
hurts.
seem like the wrong
it's,
way.
It's like
I mean, the
very
right way.
hard. she said she likes
Oh,
it.
she likes it.
Yeah.
I don't
But she
think
was
that's
like,
wrong.
I don't think
I feel like
I
I've
don't think
never
there
done
is a
hip
wrong
bone specifically.
But
But
doesn't
I
she
feel
want
like
her
there's
vagina
like
to be rubbing on something?
Right. But and that's the thing that it's like, does it need to do all the orgasms need to be happening at the same time?
No,
No.
of course
No.
not.
Never.
You
Okay.
have to
Yeah.
hook up with a person that I tried to set you up with because she was very
Oh my
toppy
God,
in that
yes,
regard. And I
yeah.
remember I let her like come at me 1-2 times like
Yeah.
that. But I'm like, no, motherfucker, you get on your fucking like you get in your position.
Yeah.
But she's
That's so
really
funny.
into that. You
Yeah,
guys
I'm
gotta
a little
have
more.
sex.
One
I'm
time
a little
I came
more
on a butt.
submissive with.
You came on a butt?
yeah.
How?
Me too.
She just like was on top of me. Like I was lying down flat on
Yeah.
my back, and she was lying down flat on top of me, and she just like rubbed her butt on me the right way that it hit my clit, and I came that way.
That's awesome.
It was the best day of my life.
That's
actually.
awesome.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
yeah,
I
see, that's a
really-
position I don't think you think of it.
But I
many
would
times.
classify that as scissoring.
and
I agree.
sex.
Yeah.
It's like humping dry. It's
Yeah.
like dry. It's like rubbing your parts together is sex.
Yes.
in any capacity. Like why do we have to label it like it's female sex? It's
Well,
that, you know what
totally.
I mean?
I just remember in-
genitals
in-
together.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, guys are humping tits, and like that's like that's considered more normal than like what that.
Right.
You know what I
Right.
mean? It's just so weird to me that if it's a dick, it doesn't
Titty
matter.
fucking is
titty
fucking.
fucking.
Yeah.
You know what I think
Yeah.
it is? They're just
Fucking.
not exposed to it, and whatever you're not exposed to becomes a weird thing. And
Yeah,
it
it becomes
a strange
the
thing.
abnormal thing. Can you guys tell when a woman comes or when she's about to?
This might be too detailed, but I just noticed like when you like really go in and you find like their G spot, it kind of like fluctuates and it
Yeah.
kind of like tightens.
Pulses?
It like kind of like you can feel it like kind of tightening, and when they come, it kind of like releases, and you can like kind of feel. I mean, and it gets like more wet.
Okay.
Yeah, there's a bunch
Yeah.
of different ways to tell. I don't like to say that you can always tell because that makes me insecure that I can't tell. And I'm thinking of that one girl who's like, she couldn't tell with me.
Yeah. and she
yeah, I
is
feel like-
listening to this.
But, yeah, right, live right now.
Yeah.
She's like, wait a minute, that
Their clit gets really sensitive, so like you can't like if you touch
They're
it
like, "Ah,"
afterwards,
yeah.
they'll freak out. Yeah, sometimes they convulse
Yeah.
or shake, tightening,
Yeah.
a release of liquid.
But I,
don't
feel
know.
like I used to tighten all the time, like before I was coming, and it was never an actual orgasm. And I think that used to mislead guys because they'd be like, "Oh, well, you have that like
I feel like
weird
the
kick you
tightening is-
away sensation. It's before."
yeah. I feel like the tightening happens before the release.
So how do you know when the release has like?
Well,
it's
usually
just
then the
this-
person will like want to like move you off or whatever they're doing a little bit, or
For a
like
second.
their
Yeah.
breathing really changes. Or I like to set a rhythm where it's like I'm going to say if I'm about like I mean, I like the girl one to come first, but I'll be like, I always try to establish, like, I'm very verbal, very, very verbal. Like, if I'm watching
She's had a lot of
porn,
practice online.
I'll listen. Yeah. I'm big on the internet. DM me, guys. Actually, seriously, if you're really into dirty talk, DM me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I might.
Yeah. you're gonna DM me
While I'm sitting
like,
right next
Jade,
to you.
what are you doing?
You're like, get my phone number, you freak.
They're like, Jade, just hook up with the girl that I want you to hook up with.
I've been trying.
Okay.
But I like to set up a thing where I'll be like say that I'm going to come, or this is a trick I'll do a lot of times with women, since women have a hard time coming. We were talking about this yesterday.
Yeah.
I'll say, don't come, or I'm not going to let you come till
I
later.
love this.
Saying stuff like that, like establishes. So then, and then if you
Because we
really,
love negging.
you love nagging, and then if you really, if they seem more submissive in a way that you can really work with, then you say you have to ask me before you can come. You can't come, but you have to ask
Yeah.
first.
You can
Or
also-
tell me if you're getting close, and no, you
Right.
can't come, or whatever.
Yeah.
I think the best thing is also just establishing open lines of communication before, and just to,
Sure.
you can always
Yeah.
just ask in a like.
I know,
a-
but you know, it is awkward. Like, for me, even I'm really open. Like, I can walk up to a stranger anytime and say the weirdest shit. But like,
Did you
with
come?
Women, like, have you come? Are you about to come?
Have you come today?
Like with this, especially with this one, like with this girl that I just started like kind of hooking up with. Like, I was really nervous, and like I didn't feel that sort of like power of being like, you're gonna come, like that I feel so easily with men.
a guy.
Like, I was
Yeah.
really nervous, So
Did you also like this girl, like emotionally? 'Cause
yeah,
that
I
can
didn't
make you
want
more-
to. I didn't want to because she was a bit. She kind of treated me badly.
Really?
Yeah, and she like wasn't fully out, and then we've kind of like recently reconnected, and she's like been a totally different person. So
Did
she was
you
going through
badly
her
like
own.
what?
Yeah, she might have been just.
I think
having
she
a
was
hard
like maybe
time.
dealing with some like depression and like and stuff like that. But
That's always tough because once someone shows you that they can be shitty to you, no matter what the reason is, you're like, oh, so that's what you're like when you're depressed? Because like when I'm depressed,
Yeah.
I'm not necessarily. I can be shitty, but
Yeah.
that's because But it wouldn't be because I'm depressed.
I was just like upset. I couldn't stop thinking about scissoring her. Like literally,
Right.
like I went nuts. Like every.
It's great when you can find a good scissoring partner.
Yeah, like I'm just like we fuck so well. Like I just want to have sex with her all the time. I don't even necessarily want to hang out with her. Like it's crazy.
So now you're probably less nervous having sex with her because you're over the.
I'm
like-
over the like, oh my god, this is
Yeah.
a girl. She's so pretty. Like I'm just like shaking her tits and stuff. Yeah, it's fun.
Good for you.
Yeah.
We had somebody ask, are all tits good tits? Do you guys have a preference?
I have deep thoughts on this.
Okay.
Oh boy.
I believe. Okay, I think it's weird when people have like a preference in size or nipple size. I think it's all about ratios.
Okay.
Like you can have great huge tits, you can have great small tits. I call it boob energy, and it's just sort of the correspondence between color, size, perkiness, shape.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
It's
so
it's how it all comes together.
exactly.
Like,
the
I don't
sum
have
is
a-
greater than the.
I haven't
Yeah,
really
the
met
sun
a
is
tit that
greater.
I'm like, ew. Like I don't know. I just like
Okay,
yeah.
great.
I haven't met
a
if I'm with
bad
you, like I
one.
like you, and I'm gonna lick your tit.
But there
Have
are
you-
some that are spectacular.
I
are some that are
love
better than
someone
others.
if someone has really sensitive nipples. I love that.
That's fun.
This most recent person I was with though, and she had like a boob job, best breasts I've ever seen in my life. I mean, just incredible. I've been with people with boob jobs where it wasn't, but this person was
I
just.
said some hard boobs.
I was
yeah,
just
it really
so-
grossed me out. I don't love huge boobs like that. I like when they have a little bit of a natural fall to them. And like
The teardrop.
yeah, like
Yeah.
a little like, and I like it when they're bigger than mine because it's like fun for me to like have the smaller tits. And just look at my tits for ratio.
Yeah, well, I was going to say that it's not
I'm
hard
very
to get bigger than
flat-chested,
yours.
and I like.
Yeah, but
that.
nipples.
You like to be touched as well. Yeah, I think.
But I like. I mean, I like that, but I also like being flat chested too.
Yeah.
Me too. I like having small boobs. I don't think I would ever like have a boob job.
I think small boobs are really nice. You can do a
And
lot
they look
more
good
stuff.
naked.
They look great
And-
naked. They look great in clothes.
for dressing, I think.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
that's
it's
why
hard
I
to
think
dress.
lesbians have really great sex too. Is that you understand how great boob sensation can be because you both have boobs. Like I
Right.
feel like a lot of times when guys are playing with boobs, it's kind of just like jostling them, but not actually understanding like where the pleasure comes from.
It's true. Yeah.
And it's more like, oh,
And to
how
be
do-
fair to them, they just don't.
they
have
don't know.
that.
They don't
didn't
have
grow up
the
with them.
feelings.
Yeah.
and
But
they
I
don't-
have to admit, I kind of turn into a dude. Like when I like want to jiggle them around and squeeze them
too.
and stuff.
Me
It's
too.
weird. Like
Yeah.
something happens to me. Even her ass. I'm like,
know.
shake her ass. Like,
But I think this happens to straight girls too.
Yeah.
I think even straight girls would enjoy jostling.
That's all I
boobs
did
around.
during
They're
my
fun. They're the
non-threesome
best.
was like we made out and I touched her boobs and I was like, aha, we're good actors.
Right. You were doing it for the guy.
I was doing it. Well, also she had just been dumped by a boyfriend of like 7 years.
Oh, so
and-
she was fucking to prove something.
And we were all and
you
I,
know.
I was hooking up with the guy, but he was hooking up with other people, and I was hooking up with another guy who was bi, and so I kind of wanted to experiment with a threesome too.
I just
It
watched
was-
some porn where it was a bi couple and there's the guy and the girl giving another guy a blowjob.
How did you find it?
I liked it.
Yeah, it's nice.
do you, what
Teamwork.
kind of porn do you guys watch?
Cuckolding.
Yeah,
Really?
I like
know what?
scissoring porn a lot. And
Fuck
squirt
my
porn.
wife. I don't watch
can't
squirt. You
watch-
gotta meet the person I'm trying to set you up with. She's into that squirting stuff too.
I don't know what it is. Like, it just looks so hot to me. Like, it's disgusting.
Squirting?
Like, I know how to get to a point where I squirt. Like, it's a whole physical thing.
Yeah.
Like, you can do it. It's kind of painful.
Squirting is very validating, I find.
Yeah, I like
If I
watching
make,
other person.
if I
does
make
it.
a girl squirt,
Yeah.
I feel
Exactly.
like
You
I
know you
accomplished.
make
I walk
things-
around
yeah.
a little taller that day.
Right.
Yeah.
And that's
Right.
why I like coming to that, because it feels like, oh yeah, they're like actually finishing something. There's like a finish button. There's a button.
And there's visual evidence too.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
not just like, oh yeah, you said it, but you could have been lying.
Exactly.
Right.
Yeah.
There's proof.
I hate fake like gay porn where the girls like right now I have the longest nails while I'm in New York, and I feel like I can't even go on dates.
You
Like,
don't.
I
You
feel-
can't.
I
It's
think
a
it's
murder
okay.
weapon.
No, I feel gross hooking up with girls with these nails, but like it's just a little moment. But
It's
I'm
a little
like,
threatening.
yeah, I'm like,
Yeah.
oh, so I'm like going in really slow, like, oh, sorry, like,
It's total LA thing because I came back with like daggers, and my mom goes,
Yeah.
"How do you use those? Like, you have a sex podcast?" And I was like, "What are you?"
No, yeah, my ass
implying?"
is-
Yeah, what do you think I'm doing? We
my
gotta
ass is dirty.
your
I like
fingers
to wipe
in-
my ass.
No, she said it around Ben too. I was like, "Are you asking if he likes my fingers in his
Right.
ass?
That's
you fucking
what she was
weird
asking,
mom."
100%.
What did Ben say?
He was just like, I wasn't listening to this conversation
Right.
and
Yeah.
left the room. He's
Yeah.
been very good at getting himself out of this. But this person wrote, I read that some lesbians like to get penetrated and some don't. Is that true?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
I think that's related a lot to the reason I think that can be a confusing question is is related to gender identity issues
Sure.
sometimes, not
Yeah.
all the time, but like, yeah, I'm sure there are some lesbians out there that have a very masculine identity and they don't necessarily want to be penetrated. And then there are some out there with a masculine identity that do want to be penetrated.
Yeah.
And so like it can be a complicated subject.
Or
can have
some
two different
feminine ones
orgasms.
might not.
Yeah, true. Of course, it's all over the spectrum.
It's funny. I have a lesbian couple. They're married, and my friend is really tall, and she wants her dick to be really big, like her strap on to be really big. But her wife, like, doesn't like how big her dick would be. But she's like, but I'm tall, and if I had a small dick, it would look weird. Like, it
Yeah.
wouldn't be proportionate.
Yeah.
She needs to listen to her goddamn wife on
But
that
they're
one.
she does.
but they're
She
so
really
they're fighting.
does.
They're,
She
yeah, they're
can
fighting.
walk around with it on or wherever she needs to, but if she's being a bad man one with that.
I
Yeah.
know. I
Yeah.
think it's a funny, like, you know, you never think about that with men. Like,
Right.
that's your dick.
Yeah.
That's the dick. Like,
She needs to be a good man one. I think is chivalrous.
and
Yes.
it's so
Partner.
interesting
I
because
totally
Especially if
agree.
you can decide on the size
Yeah.
of your dick.
together,
Right.
you know?
Yeah, together.
But,
Or
like-
there's this thing, I forget the name, that it's helpful for penises or penis or strap-ons.
Yeah.
It's like a little donut that you can put at the end so it doesn't like hurt your cervix and stuff.
Oh,
yeah, like a
a
little
stopper.
bumper,
Little bathtub stopper.
Yeah,
Oh.
yeah. I got to figure out the
Oh,
name of the thing.
weird.
But yeah, she
So
could
you
use
can't- you don't
that
take the whole dick
if
in,
she
you just take
wanted
part
her
of it?
cock to be huge, but also wants to be more sensitive to her wife.
God, see, this is why I think like lesbians have the best sex because like necessity is the mother of invention.
Yeah,
You know what I
Totally.
mean? Like you when you have to work around the dick, you're like,
Yeah.
you create the coolest shit.
It's
Totally.
true.
But if you love people that are attracted to dick, then they would, the best sex for them would be with the dick.
with
This
Oh,
is
yeah.
the thing.
Yeah.
Like, if I meet a guy, I get really nervous. I'm like, what if he has a small dick? Like, which is fucked up because like I'll even hook up with people with no dick. So
Right,
that's me being a bitch, you know.
That's funny. You should
But
write about
I know.
that.
I'm
That's
kind of.
funny.
I feel bad because I was, I do care about like if I'm with a guy,
So got to
like,
be a
I
big
wanna-
dick, no dick,
No
no
dick
dick.
at all. That's really funny. I'm gonna write that down.
Nothing in between.
But like with a guy, it's kind of a deal breaker if he has like a bad dick. Like
Interesting.
I've never met a
But
girl
he
where
can
I'm like,
help
I don't like your
himself.
vagina, or like I don't.
Can
I
I
can
press
always
you
work.
on that?
Yeah.
Like, what if he treated you the way a
No.
lesbian treated you and really, really did great things with his
it's
tongue?
a turn off.
Really
It's a
did,
turn off for
wow.
me. It's a
That's
physical
so
turn off. Like,
interesting.
It just it turns me off. Like
Poor
I really
guy.
Would you
tried-
want to be used?
I've really
would
tried
you-
with a couple
Would you let a
guys.
guy with a smaller dick use like a dildo on you?
Yeah, but it's not even about that. It's like I just become like uninspired.
Do you
and,
think that's like a
unattractive.
biological
I
like?
don't. I've been really thinking about this
Or
a
maybe
lot
it's-
lately because like I get nervous when I'm gonna hook up with a guy. I'm like, what is this? Dick? Like I'm like, what if it's not big?
I feel
feel
bad
like-
for guys like
Yeah.
that. Like,
I
and
feel
I
bad
do
for
too.
guys who think it's a deal breaker, because like they can do so much other stuff. But I was going to
yeah.
ask you, you had your first strap-on experience this
I
year.
did. Yes.
How was that? Were you the wearer or the receiver?
The first time I was the wearer.
Okay.
And the second time I was the receiver.
What
Okay.
kind was it? The kind that goes into you too, or
No, I just the funniest.
Are there those? There's
Yeah.
those-
Yeah, I
like,
don't like the
hold
ones
it.
that don't do that.
I think
I
it
always think about that
sounds-
because I'm like, you're not getting anything.
No, you can. I'll still come from wearing
it rubs
one
on your
from
clit.
the.
It rubs on your
Yeah,
Yeah.
I love coming like
Scissoring.
that.
Of course. Yeah. Okay. So you were wearing
Yeah,
one
and I
that-
had
not double sided.
It was hers, and I was like, okay, well, I'd like to try wearing. And it was like the part that really turned me off was
Yeah.
the harness itself because I felt a little bit like Xena Warrior Princess, like putting that shit on.
Yeah.
But and then when I liked
because
it
it's
was
leather, so it stays in place.
Yeah, and it's
You
a
can't
little-
like
it's a
have
little
like a
dramatic.
mesh
It's
thing.
a
I'll wear
little-
boxer briefs or something over that.
Yeah, you can
That's
put.
smart.
I would put something. I put underwear over it so like stays.
Okay,
too.
see,
Like,
I'm
people
very
put
novice,
tights
I don't
on.
know.
Yeah,
and I liked it was fun. It was fun to like, but I felt very disconnected wearing it.
Huh.
But then when I received, I thought, there's no way I'm going to like this. There's no way I'm going to like this. And I was like, fuck, I really enjoy this. This is fun. I don't
you.
think I would put it in my regular routine.
Did you
but
feel
maybe
like it was a betrayal
once or
to your
twice a
sexuality?
year. I think the man in me was like, you little pussy ass bitch. Like,
You like getting stuffed, you little pussy ass bitch.
yeah.
Well, what about pegging? Would you ever peg
You little
a guy?
faggot.
Have you ever pegged a guy?
I wouldn't really want to just because it's a guy, but like if I was going to have sex with a guy, I would be into that.
I've thought about it all because I want to.
So
I want to.
thoughtful.
I want to do that. I want to do that. It's on my list.
Yeah, I want to
To
do it
do.
to somebody who wants to have it done to them.
I've had a couple
but
people
I would,
ask.
Oh, nice.
I had a
You
guy
should
ask
do
me
it.
too.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Yeah, one time this guy, he was like, "Would you ever peg a guy?" And I was like, "I totally like get the idea, but like I don't really know. Like I don't
Yeah.
know why I would want to do that." For me,
I feel like if someone got me revved up in another room.
yes, and it was like, "Go fuck that guy quick!" Totally.
Put it on.
Run in, bum, bum, bum.
I don't know why I want to
Yeah.
do it. I think I just want to do it for the experience and
For
I
the
honestly,
checklist, baby.
And
I
you're
think, like-
bisexual, so it would make more sense that
I
you'd
know,
want that. You'd
but
be
I
okay with
think
that
lately
energy.
lately I'm like admitting to myself that like a lot of my first sexual experiences with men were traumatic and they were bad, and like
yeah.
I've just
Yeah.
like continued that path for a long time. Like,
Yeah.
versus what I
and
actually
I think,
wanted.
and you convinced yourself that you're like, no, I like this. This is
Exactly.
good.
That's
Yeah.
the fucked up part of it.
Yeah, it's fucked up.
Because now the more sex I have with women, the more I'm like, oh, this is more enjoyable for me.
Yeah.
Like mentally, physically, like every part of it.
Yeah,
Like,
but that's nice to be able to go through that journey and like have that growth.
I
Like,
could have been with the same dude for the rest
for
of my
the
fucking
rest of your life.
life.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you'd never know. And speaking of things that you might live with for too long, you might never know that there's another perfect match out there. Your mattress. I thought that my mattress was the perfect mattress. It seems like it's a lifetime ago now, but my ex mattress, he was not the one for me. Okay. I thought I was just like comfortable. I was settling for a mattress. No. I went online. I went to Helix Sleep and I took their 2-minute sleep quiz and I got a Helix mattress. You guys, you need to get a Helix. They are so amazing. Go online, take their 2-minute sleep quiz.
Oh, what's
Nice.
like how hard, how soft?
That's
I
important
love
for your
that.
back.
Exactly.
I agree.
They match you to the perfect mattress based on your body type and sleep preferences. The mattresses are customized to your unique needs. No more compromising on a mattress that wasn't designed to work for you. They even make mattresses for couples with different preferences. They just split the mattress down the middle to meet each person's needs and sleep style. They have a 10-year warranty and you can try your mattress for 100 nights risk-free, and they'll even pick it up for you if you don't love it. But we know you will. You're going to love your mattress, and we love our Helixes so much.
It's always good to rest when you're done.
Yeah, and
Get
we got a
good
big,
rest.
big savings too. How does that sound?
Ooh, what's the savings? What's the savings?
$125 off of all mattress orders. Pretty,
that
that's
is
a
so
lot. That's pretty
much.
sick. They're also the best mattresses for sex. Proven, scientists guaranteed. Just go to helixsleep.com/howcome, take their 2-minute sleep quiz, and they'll match you to a customized mattress that will give you the best sleep of your life. Right now, Helix is offering up to $125 off of all mattress orders. So get up to $125 off of helixsleep.com/howcome. That's right. That is helixsleep.com/howcome for up to $125 off your mattress order. Go get it. Do it. Bye. Do you guys remember your first orgasms?
Oh my God.
Oh, I don't think I remember
With
my very
people
first
or
orgasm.
alone?
Whichever the first actually was.
The first actually was alone.
Okay.
And I was in college and I was just in my dorm room and I was masturbating before I went to bed and didn't do anything differently. It just
Ah.
happened, and I was like,
Even
Wow.
though
So
you'd be having
college.
sex with girls since you were like 15?
yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. Well, people are pretty much bad at sex, I think, until
Yeah.
like the 100th time, Although I did
and also
have
it's
a
difficult to make yourself come with someone else if you've not done it alone.
Yeah, exactly. And, although I did have a wet dream in the 9th grade, and I woke up from it, and I'm still to this day, I have no idea if I orgasmed from that dream or not. And I think I might have, or have gotten
never had that.
really close.
And just like super wet
Yeah.
in your dream. Yeah.
That's so hot.
I would have orgasmed like so much younger. Like, I started touching myself in like 3rd or 4th grade.
Good for you.
Yeah, same. I was
Yeah.
really young.
Oh, yeah,
too.
you were
I
with a
I
couch?
masturbated.
Yeah, I used to like rub up on the corner of a couch and come that way, and then I had this
love
like thing
that.
in my room. Just
She
like,
was the perfect height couch.
yeah.
She was just for me. The pattern was gorgeous.
She's like in Big Mouth.
Beautiful
She fucks
embroidery.
pillows.
Yeah, literally.
Yeah, a lot of people fuck pillows, but I would fuck.
I
Like,
had a
rub my foot on the
banister.
corner.
Yeah, I
in
had
my
I had a
house.
couch that I would, but I had like this marker that had like a round tip that I kind of used a little bit.
It's called
You
the
put it
magic
inside
wand.
yourself.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's a sex toy.
just a little bit.
Huh, good for
like
you.
just a little bit.
Would that do any? Can you come from just internal penetration?
Now I can. Yeah.
Wow,
Yeah. Now
practice.
I can. Now I can. But
I was just hooking up with someone that could. It was great. I really liked her.
It's so much fun when they can.
yeah, I can do both.
Yeah.
Even for you guys though, like it's not from you. Like I get for a guy that they're like, I want to make you come with my dick.
Well, I'm using my
But it
hand.
is
I know, but you can use your hand on an external clit too. Like how is
different.
that?
No,
why
it's
is
different.
that
when you're
more?
fucking someone. That's why I hate having these nails because
Yeah.
I can't.
Yeah.
Because you want to be
You
able to
can't do
fuck
the-
them.
Yeah,
with
Right.
your
Yeah,
hands.
you
G-spot.
can't
But-
go like that. Yeah, like
and
I can touch the G spot, but I can't like
You can't really.
shove
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
Yeah.
It still is from you. It's just not like from the same party that it's still from
But
you.
what is it about that inside that is like, you know what I mean? Like that.
Probably
like this, like,
society.
holy white whale.
Probably society.
Yeah,
Honestly.
yeah.
It
'Cause-
is-
I don't know because I feel like I come harder from clit.
Yeah,
Me
most
too.
women
Most
so
women
much
do.
more of a
release.
Yeah.
It feels like a challenge, though.
It
'cause
feels
is-
like a challenge because it
more
is
difficult.
because it's more difficult.
Yeah, when
that's
you
why
come from
being
both, from
that's why
sex, it's
being
the
thin
best.
is cool because it's harder to be thin.
right?
Legit.
Is it?
And that's why it was cool to be fat in Africa back in the day because it was harder to be fat. You
Every
couldn't-
time I make a girl come vaginally, I feel like have my beach body back.
Oh, I feel skinny. I just came and I got skinnier. You came and I got skinnier.
Right.
Where do women meet each other?
I was going to ask you where you met your first person that you hooked up with. First
Mine was
woman.
college. I went to Emerson, so it's
Okay.
gay by May. But
Okay.
like,
Right.
like so everyone was like kind of gay and like kind of partying. But then like when I came out to Emerson to LA, I mean like I never met any lesbians like ever. And if I did, they're usually like in a partnership or like
Or you couldn't tell because there's a lot of femme lesbians in LA.
Right.
And in LA, literally all the cool chicks are like together or like have a lot of drama within. They're in a circle already.
Yeah.
It's hard to get into their
Those-
circles.
Right.
Right.
Those lesbians are so fucking annoying, man. In LA,
Yeah.
those,
You will
those
get
little
into that
cliquey
goddamn
ones.
circle. Though.
I need to get into those
You're gonna get
lesbian
into the fucking
circles.
circle. Why not?
I mean,
you're definitely
in 'cause
hotter than
you're
most
in
of
with
them.
the sex club too. I'm sure they.
Yeah.
I'm in with the sex club. No lesbians go to those parties though.
Really?
That so you have to start going to the lesbian sex.
I need to go to like at Pride. I missed Dyke Day and I was like, well, what am I? Why I don't want to celebrate Pride anymore.
We gotta find a way to get in.
I gotta get in. We
gotta get in.
Go.
But where are you guys meeting people?
I don't assume that people are not gay.
You assume everyone's gay
yeah,
until
if I
proven
see
straight.
someone I'm interested in, I
Yeah.
just ask in a polite way without.
What's your
trying-
sign?
Right, exactly.
Are
What's
you
your
gay
sign?
enough to let me buy
Are
you
you
a
let-
drink?
Yeah, and also I'm on the apps. I don't think there's anything wrong.
Oh
with
yeah,
it.
I
What's
do.
the gay
Mine's the
apps?
app.
I'm on Hinge, and
Yeah.
it's not a gay
Hin-
app. But
okay.
it works.
I'm only
pretty
on
well.
Raya.
I matched with Ruby Rose on Raya once.
No, you
Really?
Oh my,
Yeah.
Are
yeah.
you?
Yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah. It was so sick. And but
Did
then
you go on a date?
No, because I used like the worst opening line ever. I was like, "Are you in any NYC ever?" Like, of course she is.
That's not a bad opening line.
That's a great- I did like, yeah.
been to New York.
I just matched with
Ruby Rose.
You ever come to New York? Very
No, that's
famous
not a-
DJ,
no.
actress, hot person.
Not a bad
Remy,
line.
I'm
the girl
so
from the-
mad at you right now.
What's that clone show?
Listen, I tried.
where she's like Tatiana. She plays like a bunch of different characters in that one show.
What?
Oh my god, she's like a clone of herself. You guys.
Oh, is she gay?
Yeah, I guess.
Maslany.
Yes.
Is that
we
it?
matched on Raya a couple
She's
days ago.
gay.
No.
I gotta
I
get on. I
guess.
gotta get on there.
She might
That's insane.
not
She's
be. She might just be
beautiful.
like swiping around, because I had a straight friend that was like, she was like, I'm gonna go just see if other girls think I'm pretty, and then she said she matched with someone else she knew was straight, and then was like, both gotta get off of this.
Yeah.
See, every time I match with them, and if they're not gay, I'm like, don't waste my fucking
Well, then
time.
why would someone like that say that they're gay on an app? I don't understand.
They don't come up. Women don't come
or-
up unless they're gay. Like for me, they don't come up unless they're gay. But there's
Right.
like for like literally like
Or they're
30 men.
saying-
There's one girl, and they're all so pretty. Like
Yeah, the girls on Raya are
They're
really
so pretty.
Please, this feels hurtful.
okay, I'm gonna go find if I have a friend thing.
Yeah. Have you ever been in a relationship or been hooking up with a woman who can't come, and how do you deal with that if so?
I was with someone I was with this one girl that needed this sex toy years ago. What was it called? It was the she wouldn't
Hitachi?
the Hitachi. Yeah,
Magic
I mean that
wand?
what's a
Yeah.
great one. And I would like talk dirty to her, like fuck her with like penetrate her, but we'd always need to hold that on her to come. And she wasn't into anal stuff, because I always usually after I'm with someone for a while, I always am fucking them in the ass too.
Okay.
And she wasn't into that. I felt very sexually restricted with her, but she was really dirty.
You like fucking girls in the ass?
Yeah.
I did
anal
not
strap
like
is
it.
really
or
fun.
with-
No, that's not. They don't need something that big to get the
Right.
sensation from it. That's
But what sensation?
when I like fucking girls in the butt, but I like
fingers.
I like to make the girl think it was her idea.
So you
you already
really
got me
like to
in. I'm
pretend to
already
be
like,
the boyfriend.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, it's a wrong hole.
No. What I'll do is if we're making out, I start by if we're making out and they're straddling me at any point, instead of just like really massaging the ass, I'll like move my hand over and just like hold it over their ass and like slowly put more pressure on it. And if they back into it, then I really start
then
to go.
it's time.
But if they don't, then like as we're doing stuff, or sometimes if I'm going down them, I'm like, all right, I'm gonna touch your ass a little bit. Are you okay with that? I'm not gonna go inside you, and I'll spit in my hand and I'll do the thing. Or if they're bent over on that, then I'll just spit on their ass before I like do anything to their ass. And if they respond to the
I've
spit
never done
okay,
spitting.
then
I
always
don't
spit in
love
ass.
spitting.
Yeah.
I know it's hot, and I know
I
that
like
the
see.
idea is to lube it up, but spit dries quickly.
You have to ask the girl too. I'm like, are you
But then
okay
they
with
get
this?
wet.
I
Yeah.
just,
like,
assuming
eating.
you're supposed to get wet before it dries.
Yeah, you're supposed to
Right.
like. It's supposed to like help the process.
Yeah,
not
yeah.
dry. Like for me, like I like fingers in my butt, but like getting fucked in the butt.
Will you
as
spit down on a
never.
vagina if you're eating it out, like to
I'll
lube
say
it up?
Sometimes, yeah.
Yeah.
Or sometimes I'll spit right above their clit and then just like kind of like lick around.
Let
there
it
and
Wow, you
tease
guys
them.
are really. I never spit.
I'm a spitter.
I'm a spitter. But it's also like depends on the fucking girl.
Is that necessary for Raya?
No, yeah.
Yeah, that's one of the things they ask.
They
you
can
right
tell from
away.
your profile that you
That's
don't
why I
spit.
got rejected.
But I don't like spitting. I was with
Look
this
at
one
that
girl
dry
that
ass mouth.
wanted me to spit in her mouth, and I didn't really like that.
I'll spit in your mouth.
Yeah. Maybe it was just her, but I didn't really
Have you seen
like
that Hasidic Jewish movie about the two lesbians? That's like
No,
one of
I
those-
heard
about
one
it.
of the
Oh.
scenes they spit in each other's mouths so hot.
Huh. I'm so beaten down right now from I think I want to be single for a while.
Yeah, you're on the different path than me. I'm like, I want to connect. I want to like feel
Yeah, I know.
connected. I like want to have
I've
that.
been in relationships for 12 years. And
Me
just-
too.
I'm being a huge whore right now.
Same.
Yeah.
It's so much fun.
This is Ashley's sexual awakening.
yeah,
Good for
I'm having
you.
a sexual
I'm having
awakening.
like Jade got her groove back moment too.
Amazing.
I'm excited.
Are there any tips to using the strap on that you could advise upon?
Get it real fastened tight.
I know.
Fascinating.
I like
It's gonna
I like
loosen up
wearing
as
something
you
over
go.
it, like a boxer
Yeah.
or like
Yeah.
little shorts. Like it helps
Positions?
keep it.
Make the investment. Get the best. You got it. I always
Okay.
like this Vixen brand, but it depends
I
if
don't
you
know what
want one
brand
that
mine is.
looks like realistic, or if you want one that looks like it's not quote unquote realistic at all.
Yeah, I
But-
feel like a lot of people would not want one that looks like a dick if you're not
Right.
attracted to dicks.
Yeah.
I've been with a lot of lesbians that are okay with that, but
Interesting.
yeah,
Okay.
but then some not. But yeah,
Yeah.
I like it to look like that. But that's
See,
like
it
the
scares
best.
me when they look like that. I get a little freaked out.
I like that.
This companion wants to know, how do I navigate the world of dating women as a queer woman who doesn't identify as a lesbian?
You definitely do not have to identify as a lesbian to date. You be queer. People,
Yeah.
Be queer. Sometimes I'll ask people, I'll be like, just like curious, like, how do you identify before we meet? And I'll say safe space, like there's no wrong answer there.
Yeah.
But I'm lying when I say that. Like lesbian, queer, or bi is great. If someone's like, oh, well, I'm not really sure. Bye. Bye. You know what
Yeah.
I mean? But just whatever, fuck, you just say you're queer.
I do think that if this person is talking about being gender queer, what do they mean by it? Because I agree. I don't think anyone cares as long as you're like queer, bi, fluid. I don't think people care. And when you're on the apps, it'll let you select like one of those things. And I've dated people who identify as queer, but I do think it can be a little trickier if you are gender queer, because I do think there are people out there like, oh, that's not for me, and that can be really, really tough. And I just think being
hurtful and stuff.
Yeah, totally. But just being totally transparent and upfront. Yeah. Because, people can be jerks about it, but then also when you meet the right person, they're going to be so great.
But so they want to date women?
Yeah.
Specifically. Yeah, I think women are a lot more open to that than men.
Yeah. But what do you think?
Yeah.
Like, apparently Rachel Dolezal just came out as bisexual,
God.
even though she's
Of course she did.
She's never slept with a woman.
How do we know this? Do we know this?
Yeah, she just said it.
You can definitely be bi without sleeping with a woman. It's all about
That's the
like
thing,
feelings and crushes. You don't have to have sex to like.
She's not a
confirm your
great
sexuality.
advocate of this.
Anything.
Of anything.
She shouldn't get any press.
But at the same time, I'm like, I think there are a lot of women who are gay or they're bi and they just don't know yet and they're curious, and that's okay. And you can go out and you can try stuff, but maybe be honest with the people that you're hooking up with so that they know what they're getting into. Like if you're straight, hook up with Ashley. And
no, I don't think you do. I don't think you need to define yourself when you hook up with someone. Like I really don't.
I agree.
Like I think it's like I'm with you right now, and that's what's happening.
But I like it if someone has a term that they go by, like queer, bi, or lesbian, then it shows like a amount of processing.
I guess
that
I
they
would
put
say
into
I'm
it.
pan. If I define myself, I'm pan.
yeah.
Yeah.
Like
it means
you would
that
hook
they're
up with
out in some capacity.
Right.
I don't like it when
is
people are not out.
Important.
Right.
It makes me feel rejected.
I don't want to force someone to like identify in a way that they're not comfortable yet, but like it's like if you're not able to like walk down the street holding hands,
Yeah,
or
right.
if
That's a
you're
deal
worried
breaker.
about someone seeing
Totally.
you,
Yeah.
that's a problem.
Yeah.
Not for me. Not this
Really?
part of my life. I don't want that. I don't want to be the one that's like it just makes me feel rejected.
But it's not.
Oh, so you
Oh,
you
you
wouldn't be
agree.
down
No,
with
I
it.
don't want to be down. I'm
Right,
not
okay.
down with someone who's just like not
Yeah.
doesn't know who the
Oh
who
yeah,
they
yeah,
are
yeah,
yet.
yeah,
Like,
yeah, yeah. Totally.
It's just like it's such a
Totally.
turnoff for me. Too,
I completely
because it's like,
agree.
what am I like teaching you? And I'm like,
Yeah,
showing
secret
you? Like,
sex was for high school.
Totally.
You know,
Yeah,
like I
like-
want somebody who'd be proud of me.
Yeah.
Show me off.
Men
Yeah,
or
I
women.
think that's another thing is people who are straight, who are experimenting, they don't realize that they're putting their partner back in the closet.
Right.
And that was
Yes.
a traumatic experience.
It
is traumatic.
And we're not trying to force you to come out, but like
We don't wanna go back in.
very
Yes.
sensitive.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
this girl, I like tagged her in something. She was like, "I'm just really private and blah blah blah," and it hurt my feelings. I was like, "What
Yeah.
the fuck?"
Yeah,
Like,
'cause if you
don't
were
want
a
to be
guy,
associated
she
with
would
me,
never do that.
Yeah, like and
Was that it, or was it because girls have tagged me and stuff before that I haven't like retweeted or something?
No, it was just like I just like tagged her in something. I was like in bed and I was like, I want a burrito or something, and I
Right.
tagged her and she was like, I'm just really private. I don't want anybody to like. And I'm like, there was no sexual
yeah,
connotation
yeah.
to it.
Yeah,
like,
no.
it just made
Yeah.
me feel
Except
like
the burrito.
shit.
Right.
Yeah, it's like usually at this point I would be meeting your parents, and I can't
Right.
meet your parents because you're embarrassed of me. Like
Yeah.
that's bullshit.
Yeah.
It's weird. It's like I've grinded my vagina against you, so like.
And got an infection.
We don't have to tell everybody that. but-
Relationships are hard enough to then like not have that like area like in the bag.
Yeah.
You know, like it's tough.
Yeah. Jade, do you remember your first orgasm or no?
Yeah, I think I was like in high school or like maybe
Okay.
middle school. Like I just used to masturbate a lot.
Nice.
Me too.
Yeah.
I used to be like on my stomach and then like
Yes,
grinding against my hand. And I remember my grandma caught me once. Not anymore. Now I'm on my back. But I
There's a
used to
lot
be
of
on my
stomach people
I
I'm
know
learning
there
from this
really
podcast.
are.
I am a stomach person sometimes now.
I think most
I'm
women
verse. I'm stomach and back.
Yeah, I'm pan in the way I masturbate as well.
Yeah. And then I can
Just
also
like-
do it on my side, left and right.
Yeah. Like whatever object I lay on.
I'm a
like, I like that.
multi-baiter.
MB.
Baiter. I think I'm just going to take one more question from maybe two more. What porn do lesbians watch? I think we kind of answered that on our
different for
Instagram. We
everybody.
made
Yeah,
a
whatever kind
highlight.
of porn you want to watch.
Whatever you want. Yeah, like you like cuck porn.
Yeah, cuck, straight porn. I even watch gay guy porn sometimes.
Nice.
But
I like
dirty
gay guy
talking is key. Dirty talk. Dirty
See,
talk.
mine is
dirty
just
talk.
like genitals really close up. Like I don't need to
You
hear
gotta
talking.
hook up with the person I'm trying to set you up
Like-
with. That's what kind of porn you watch. It would just be like girls touching
yeah.
themselves close up,
Like
is what she
really
would-
close up,
Yeah,
but
that's
like
like what she
really
likes to
close
You
watch.
gotta go with this girl. She puts her vagina right in my
your
face
face.
all the
Right in
time.
your
It's right
fucking
there, a
face.
centimeter from my eye.
I want
Well,
that.
she
You're gonna love
likes-
her. You're gonna love her.
She likes
want that.
watching that.
I like watching that too. Like,
Yes.
That's what I watch. I like a little moaning, but I don't need the dirt. Like I don't need dirty talk.
I like.
I like a story.
You like a
See,
story.
I hate a story. I'm like,
I'm like a straight
Yeah.
girl in that way. I just want to know what they're feeling.
Yeah, I want them to be in love.
An emotional arc.
Yeah.
Secondary characters, like the guy who owns the pizza store. Like the pizza guy's been gone for a really long time. Like, should I be worried?
It's fired.
Okay, and then this one wants to know, what are the best sex toys that you recommend?
I've only ever used the one dildo that I recently. Oh no, I know. With this one girl, we put one of those. I think it's called. You'll know because I don't know the brand.
Okay.
Lilo
Sona.
Oh, those are great.
And it's like flat, and you can put it between. She was like on top of me, and we put it between the two of us.
Fun.
So much fun.
Wow. It is a suction device. I like the Satisfyer Pro Traveler. It's amazing.
Yeah, those are great.
What's the Icelandish or like company called or like
One place that I really don't, there's just this thing where it's like you put it in the girl's underwear and then you can control it with a remote control,
Yeah.
which should be great, but it's like it's not quite right.
Yeah,
Doesn't work, right?
I
Doesn't
don't
really
think
work.
it's
Sounds
the,
like a
the,
drone.
it's the fit.
Yeah, it doesn't fit.
It's
It
not
doesn't
getting
stay.
as close
And they give
to
you
you
an
as it
underwear
should.
that the girl should wear, but it's.
But I
doesn't-
like Jade's idea of tights to get it real close to
But
you.
what
Yeah.
about this? This is really random, but do you guys think there's a correlation to clit size to people's personalities?
Great question. I
Like
don't know.
big clit energy?
Like big clit energy, or if your clit is like more out of your lips versus like under?
Yeah, I think most of the women that I've known who are more confident, their
Yeah.
clits are out, and
Yeah.
mine is way inside.
That is so interesting.
Isn't
Yeah.
that? I've been like kind of like curious about it.
Fascinated.
Jade's
by
doing
this.
a study.
You guys, I'm diving deep into pussy.
Scientist Catta-Preta.
Interesting.
Yeah, because like if you think about it with men, however their dick size is, like whether it's too small for them and they have like like they're self-conscious about it, or they're like really big. And
I
it
just
makes
think
them
they're
feel,
more aware of it because it's more out. Like I
Yeah.
never went digging in
And it's
there to find
society.
it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but I'm
Saying
saying
you should-
but maybe like without talking about it, we also have that physical kind of like adjustment to it, where like we live with it, but we don't really like. I don't know. I feel like there's some correlation.
Or I wonder if it's like easier to come if your like clit's out more bigger. I have no idea.
Yeah, like because I can feel my clit like get hard.
Oh,
You know,
yeah,
like,
totally.
I get like
Yeah.
a tiny dick. You know,
Same
like,
embryonic
everybody
tissue
feels
as the
that way.
penis.
yeah,
That's so interesting.
And so like I wonder if like it's easier for me to come than like somebody with a tiny clit.
I do have theories around. I met a really tiny clit who
Yeah.
comes super easily, so I'm going to squash that.
I met a tiny clit.
But
Yeah.
the biggest clit I ever saw, that girl turned out to be an asshole. So I don't know, and not, you know what? Actually, maybe overly confident, but like in an insecure way. So I don't really know. I do wonder,
like
often,
cocky instead of confident.
right? Exactly.
Yeah.
I do often wonder though if clit size correlates. If I were a man, how big would my dick be?
I think about that too.
Yeah, I think mine would be like 6 inches.
You really?
Yeah,
How tall are you?
I'm 5'2".
how
Yeah.
tall are
Your
you?
dick- I feel
I
like
think
your
it
dick
would be like
smaller
a
than
nice,
that.
thick, little Jewish.
See, mine would be
dick.
skinny and long. Mine would
You
be
think
skinny
yours
and
would be
long.
skinny and long?
Yeah, mine would be too skinny.
I thought 6 inches was sizable.
I think
Yeah,
it's
that's a
fine.
si-
I think it's a
that's a
very
big dick.
average, nice, chunky little dick. You guys,
This was very traumatic. I got to leave.
this has been such a fun episode. I'm so happy I got to have you all here at the same time.
Thank you
Yeah.
for having me.
Thank you for being here. Let me get where everybody can find you online, Emma Willmann.
I'm doing a road diary that you can look up if you just look up Emma Willmann. I've got 2 podcasts, but it's all on my website at emmacomedy.com.
Cool. Jade, where can we find you online?
At the Jade movie, and then also I'm going to be on the road, so check out jadecattapreta.com for all my tour dates, and then look out for my new podcast, Dick Sick.
Perfect. Ashley, where can we find you on the internet?
All of my social media is at AshGavs. You can look at my tour dates, ashleygavin.com. And I also have a new podcast called We're Having Gay Sex.
Amazing, or amazing, as I should say.
Cool.
And I have to ask this to all of our guests at the end of a sexual experience, which this has been. Emma, did you finish?
I did. Thank you so much.
Okay, great.
Thank you.
She splooged all over the table as soon as she
I
got
definitely
here.
got peanut butter everywhere.
Jade, did you finish?
Multiple times.
Awesome. Did you finish, Ashley?
You know, I'm gonna be an asshole and be like,
nah.
nah. You were all so disappointing. I wish you would listen to my needs more.
Oh my God, I'm so sorry, and I'll have you back, and we'll try again.
No.
There'll be a Patreon episode. No, you're fine. You guys, thank you for coming, and we'll see you next time on How Come.
Goodbye. Thank you, guys.
Bye.
Bye.
How come? How come? How come I can't achieve? How come I can't achieve? I'm rolling up my sleeves. I'm rolling up my sleeves. Oh baby, I believe these guests can help. 'Cause I can't do it by myself. I wanna jizz